All rise, please. Floyd Superior Court is now in session with Honorable Jack Nedrack presiding.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. We call this case State of Georgia versus Darrell Lee Clark and Cain Joshua Storey. Would the counselors please make their appearance for the record?
Emily Johnson from the District Attorney's Office on behalf of the state.
All right, and for the defendants?
Yes, Your Honor. Luke Martin, Ross Hamrick on behalf of defendant Cain Joshua Storey.
And
Good
Mr.
afternoon.
Clark.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm Christina Cribbs from the Georgia Innocence Project. This is Megan Hurley, and we're here on behalf of Darrell Lee Clark.
All right, we're here today. Both defendants have filed extraordinary motions for new trial. What is the state's position on these motions?
Your Honor, this case obviously presents an unusual and rare set of circumstances. After thoroughly investigating the newly found evidence presented in the defendant's motions, the state is consenting to the extraordinary motion for new trial. The defense and I have prepared a consent order to that effect. We would ask the court to sign that order.
What is the new evidence? Can you summarize it?
Yes, sir. It would be the testimony of Angela Bruce and that of Charlie Childers. It was found from the defense's motions and from the interviews that the testimony at trial is not what it was. There's recanting and that the interpreter and what Charlie Childers had testified to at the trial was not actually having to do with this particular instance in shooting. It was having to do with another instance in shooting.
There was something in there about threats, defects coming in and taking someone's children.
Yes, sir. That had to do with Angela Bruce.
Now, are both of those defendants available to testify?
The witnesses, yes, sir.
Excuse me, both those witnesses. Okay. Is there anything any of the defense lawyers would like to add?
Your Honor, we have no objection to the state's consent order, and we would ask the court to accept that.
Judge, we would also echo that and just also thank the state for looking at this case objectively and anew. We appreciate that, and it's not such a usual thing, so just wanted to add that.
Well, these defendants have spent the last 25 years in custody. I'm sure on the one hand they are relieved that they've reached this point that they'll regain their freedom. And on the other hand, I'm sure there's some feelings about that time in custody that's now, in hindsight, may not have been complete justice in the case. But I guess it's best to look forward and to enjoy the rest of their lives. I think this occurred when they were both teenagers, is that correct? And now you're in your 40s, Mr. Storey, Mr. Cain?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clark?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If it's any solace, I wish I was in my 40s still, but I'm not. So you have many years ahead of you. And I hope that you will use your time in a productive manner. And it's amazing to see the amount of support that you have, families, friends, and really, I guess in this case, complete strangers through the Georgia Innocence Project that stepped up and assisted you with the case. So, that's a great thing too. And I don't think anybody in this courtroom except you two, the two of you, were present at the earlier trial. So, I'm at a loss to. I've read the briefs, but I have no independent knowledge of what transpired then. There was a different judge, there was a different DA, there was a different assistant district DAs, and different defense attorneys. So we're kind of coming at it from a new perspective, and that's all we can do. And I wish you the best of luck.